Hello there, you are welcome to another thrilling episode of Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. I am Erica Mintao-Hini. This is the only place where we take you around the world without your visas and your passports. You know how we do it already. I have here with me renowned guests. In fact, you get to know them after this quick 10, so do stick and stay with us. If you just tuned in, this is CHTV's Good Morning Tourism. And then I have here with me, my immediate left is Esquire Kojo Jemfi Bonsu. Esquire, I greet you, sir. He is with Sundown Legal Services. And then my immediate right, I have our very own Nana Baswa Boache, who is the president of Society of African Travel Advisors, the CEO of BT Express Services, and former country director of American Society of Travel Advisors. My bosses, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Nana, you are welcome once again.
Thank you, Mandia.
My Esquire, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
To Good Morning Tourism. Oh, just last 3 days, there was sad news. That is the helicopter crash. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you very much. I wish our viewers good morning and our listeners as well. It's a very sad day. I call it Black Wednesday because nobody knew it was going to happen this way. But God knows best what has happened. And then we wish the immediate family of the dismissed personalities involved our condolences. And then to the head of state, that's the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we wish him well and also send our condolences to him as well as the government and then executives and then those who are connected to these departed souls. It's a pathetic and a very sad news as well, but like I said, God knows best. Let's give everything thanks to God, as the old book says. In everything that you do, you need to give thanks to Almighty God because He knows best. And then one thing is that let's also extend our condolences to the military hierarchy as well as the immediate officers in the units that you can find these squadrons and other crew members on board. Something that I'm a man, but I don't feel comfortable because when you meet such a news like that. Yesterday, I was passing through Jubilee House, and you can feel the situation over there. Everything hovering around the gate was telling you that the nation is not at its best.
We are indeed mourning.
We are indeed mourning. And then it's also good that the president has directed that our flags should be flown at half, meaning that something has happened to the nation. So now it's a nation at stake, not political colors. Exactly. Let's all come together to mourn with those who are mourning, and so that we can come out of it and also to sympathize with them as well, because they have family, they are family members, they are family heads as well. They have children, they have wives, they have immediate family that they are all depending on them one way or another. Once they are public astute people also depends on their life on them.
Let's come together and then mourn with them. Esquire, what do you have to say about the helicopter crash?
It's quite terrible, and I feel so sad. I believe that Ghanaians are mourning. And one thing I notice is that in times like this, you see that all Ghanaians will come and rally around the flag without political colors. I think this is a spirit that we have to maintain. Do you understand? It's a spirit that we have to maintain and to mourn with those who have suffered this kind of disaster. In fact, it is the first time in our history to have such a tragic incident involving high-ranking government officials. So my condolences will go to the bereaved family and the government and the people of Ghana. I think there's one thing that I want to talk about. We have seen some videos on social media in respect of how the whole issue has been handled. I think it is not good enough to see ministers of state, minister of defense, plus other government officials perish like this. And what we have seen is that they have been carried in sacks.
Yes.
And they are not even handled by military or security personnel. I mean, these are people who have been handled by just ordinary persons within the enclave. And I think that now that we say social media doesn't forget, do you understand? They have children, they have family. Even if the children are small, are young people, they will grow to come and see how their fathers who served this country have been handled. And I think that much as we are mourning, much as we are all mourning, I think we have to find a way of, if we can go about and delete all these things, however the state will do it, that will be at their own way. But I think that aspect, for me, was not properly handled. But apart from that, I am happy that we have come together as one people, and then we are mourning. If you look at the demeanor of even some of the members of the opposition parties hearing the news, you can see that indeed, when it comes to national issues, we all treat it as
that's what makes us citizens.
National issues.
I mean, irrespective of our tribal differences and political affiliations, we all come together and then mourn these people. It's a sad, but regardless, you know. So Nana, let's move straight to our topic for today. Anti-terrorism ferry in Europe. What do you think brings such sentiment in these popular destinations?
Okay, thank you very much. Spain is a very popular destination around the world. And besides, life in Spain is also good as well. The unique of life in Spain is very good. And then I've been to Spain several occasions, and I know how it is. So these three tourism hotspots in Spain, that over tourism protest is going on. That is Barcelona, Canary Islands, and Malaga. These three top destinations are worthy of place to visit because they have top-notch destinations that you can, go there for realization, business, tourist attraction, especially Canary Islands. When you go to the islands, everything is beautiful over there. And then Malaga is also a nice place to visit, as well as Barcelona, because of the football team. People go there to watch football matches at the same time to have fun on their own leisure time or vacation on a business trip. So these three hotspots gives you over tourism because of inflows of travelers going there. And then it has squeezed the quality life for the local resident. That's why all come back to these protests. Because one, they are trying to turn flats or apartments or buildings into Airbnb. So at the end of the day, people are just getting the quality. They are not getting the quality life that they need to get as residents, as local residents. They are not getting it. And if it doesn't take care, one morning, the landlord will tell you, I'm sorry, just evacuated my house and I want to use it for Airbnb. So all these things are springing up. And that's why people are demonstrating that you are squeezing our life as local residents. It's not my fault I don't want a house. If I'm renting an apartment or maybe a house, and then for no reason, the landlady or the landlord decide to turn into Airbnb, it makes life laying or staying there miserable. And that's why people are agitating against what is going on. Not just people are coming to their country that they are agitating, no, but they have changed their lifestyle, even food. The quality of food that you need to get, they are not getting it because as for the food, everything goes with the stomach. So once the travelers are coming in, the quality of food they need to enjoy at the various restaurants, they are not enjoying anymore because they want to produce more and get more money. And once they are producing more food without taking the quality ingredients into preparing these foods, you can just have the flavor of the taste. So you will not get the quality taste that you are looking for. And that is why people are also complaining. You are squeezing us, our life, and then just bringing us down. So you are demonstrating against what is going on, that government should take the necessary steps to augment these important situation to, reverse it.
Yeah.
If not, to talk with the landladies or landlords, government must start building apartment that belongs to the state so that the resident can find place to sleep or to stay. Because in aftermath of life, if you don't have shelter, it means you are not a living person.
I even think here in Ghana we are facing same situations.
Our shortage of housing is not just as much as in Spain.
Yeah.
Because in Spain, like I said, Barcelona and Canary Islands, people are oversubscribed tourism products.
Yeah.
And that's why people are traveling in their numbers, visiting these destinations. There are 3 hotspot destinations in Spain. And that's why I'm singling it out, because that's where the protest is going on.
Yes.
In Malaga, in Barcelona, and then Canary Islands. But those who are not on the island are even protesting in Madrid for those who are staying in Canary Islands. For the Canary Islands, when you are moving from Madrid to Canary Island to Madrid by air, you spend at least by 3 hours flight thereabout.
So Nana, are you trying to say when it comes to Ghana here, this same issue is minimal? It's not really up there as compared to Spain?
In Ghana, relatives are owning houses. Our friends are owning houses, and not like those in Spain that a company can even build 10 buildings for renting. But here in Ghana, Cancer is my friend. I can choose to stay with him. Oh, Cancer, I want to stay with you. He can give me a nice 1-bedroom flat for me to have a safe passage. But there you cannot do that.
Oh, how sure are you?
I'm sure, because we don't know something.
Somebody can stay with their friends.
They can stay with their friends, but I'm saying it's not normal like here.
Oh, okay.
Here you are living like friendship lifestyle, extended family, plus nucleus family, plus even a church member can even give you a house to stay.
And it's not like that over there?
It's not like that in that place. There's no for the Christmas in Spain.
Any reason why it's not like that?
Because of lifestyle.
Okay.
Because of a European lifestyle. It's like this business. When you go there, I have an apartment to rent. Let me tell you a story. I was having a Spanish friend.
Okay.
And I said, anytime you come to Spain, come and visit me. And I thought everything is for free. So I was eager to visit my friend. When I get to Madrid, and I call him, I'm in Madrid, so wait for me, I'm coming. He picked me at the airport and he sent me to a hotel. I thought he's going to pay for the hotel bills. I don't mind 7 stay in Madrid. Then he brought me the bill. It's 800 euros. So wow.
You didn't even plan for that?
I didn't plan for that.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
He said, come and visit me anytime you're in Europe.
So you thought
it's I took the opportunity to go and visit him.
A normal Ghanaian saying, Besra Misa Obafia.
Yeah, but and I thought everything was good. So I was good to go with it. When he gave me the voucher, and it was like 800 euros for 7 stay in that hotel.
But did you have the funds to pay?
I have the funds to pay, but I didn't plan for it. It wasn't my budget.
You were even like you had the funds.
Yes, of course, because actually I was surprised.
Yeah.
Actually, I was surprised. So I was asking myself, these people, is that how they are? Because when he came here in Ghana, I hosted him, pay everything for him, rent a car for him. So I thought he reciprocated what I did previously.
Oh, too bad.
So when I went to Spain, he was there at the airport, picked me from the airport, sent me to the city center of Madrid, and then sent me to Madrid Sports Stadium, Bernabeu, sent me to some few places for us to watch match.
You were so happy.
I was so happy.
Oh, my friend is hosting me.
My friend is hosting me. Not knowing that it was I'm going to pay for the bill.
I'm sorry.
So these are all schematics that come to play. When you are having this European lifestyle, everything is not for free over there. But here you can have it for free.
Oh, of course.
You can choose to stay with me for 3 nights without paying nothing.
Oh, of course.
But there, if you stay, you pay. It's not for free.
Wow, it's not for free. Esquire, you are not being left out of the conversation. We all know how tourism play a pivotal role in countries, especially here in Ghana and then everywhere across the world. How do you think the government can balance this? The situations we've walked you all through.
I think before I come to that, let me briefly talk about what Nana has said. You see, the question is, why are we here with regard to the European nation? Why? The Europeans have developed tourism to the apex.
Okay.
So now they have a lot of receipts, tourism receipts, and it looks as if they are oversubscribed, and it's not even more like a trend, like every Christmas people are coming. It in Spain, Madrid, Barcelona, and all the places that he has mentioned.
Yes.
It is constant. Every day people are moving in and out across the world. People from all walks of life book in to Spain and some of the renowned destinations. So now, what is happening there is that the foreigners have overtaken the local economic activities. Mm-hmm. Do you get it? It's like in Ghana here, you see Guta, and then they will complain that the Nigerians have taken over the market. You see that?
Yeah.
Why? Because we have had a lot of inflows of Nigerians into the country.
Yes.
And they have taken over the basic skills, the basic trade that ordinary Ghanaians
and then
can
even
take.
Now they want a land for Igbo land.
So now they want to even install their Igbo chief in Ghana. So you see, as a result of that, the economy, the local economy has become expensive for the people. That is why the people, they have realized that if we don't rise up, okay, we cannot stay in our own local economy. We may have to move out and allow foreigners to come and take over the destiny. That is the point. So the question is, what have they done better?
Yeah.
In respect to the question that you have asked me. Because I was discussing with Nana about the top 10 destinations in Africa. And interestingly, you can see that even Sudan, Sudan is part of it. Nana, am I right?
Yeah,
they are now coming up, but you understand? And Egypt and all other destinations, Kenya, Nana, you mentioned them.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, what have they done right that we are not doing? Do you understand?
Yes.
What have they done right? Like Egypt. Egypt receives about $12.2 billion in tourism receipts, when Ghana is about $4 billion. So you see the gap. It's about $8 billion gap between Ghana and, say, Egypt. So what have they done better that we are not doing? I believe that those with higher tourism receipts, they have diversified the tourism industry in their countries. Do you understand? And you see, the other important thing is that investment in the tourism sector. So we, as a country, as Ghanaians, led by our governments, what deliberate investment are we making in the tourism sector? That is the issue. Because if you don't invest, you will not get the receipt that you want. Okay, you get the traditional receipt. I think returning to Ghana or whatever, then people will come. It's 25th in Ghana, then people will come. Yes, but what will attract people, apart from all these things, to come into Ghana is the investment and development of the tourism industry in the country. That is what I see is lacking. Do you understand? Look at some of the roads that we have. We have leading Paga Crocodile Pond. Yeah. We have Salaga Market. Well, so many places that we have. How do you get there? So, which rational tourist will say, okay, I am in Spain. I've seen there's a Salaga Market in Ghana. There's a Crocodile Pond in Paga in Ghana, and I want to go and visit. Yeah. What will attract that person to come and visit? They will read. You understand?
So are you trying to say we are not promoting ours enough?
We have not developed the infrastructure enough. Do you understand? Because it is not out of word of mouth. Yeah. Then you say, okay, Ghana is a tourist destination.
We need to show action.
We have to deliberately develop it. Exactly. Do you understand? In order to attract more people into this country. One other key thing is that the cost of tourism in Ghana is so expensive.
You see,
sometimes, just last week, I wanted a ticket for somebody to go to Kumasi, and domestic travel to Kumasi, return. It was over 4,000.
For Passion Air?
Yes. Over 4,000. Do you understand? Just 30 minutes flight from Accra to Kumasi and back. We have to pay about 5,000 cedis. Is that what is happening in Europe? No. So the cost of tourism is expensive. Look at the hotels. Look at the hotels. The cost of hotel per night in Ghana is also very expensive.
But you know that citizens in Spain are also complaining about rent, rate of rent.
You see, the difference is that in Spain, it is the local people who are complaining. It is not travelers. It is not the tourists. Do you understand? In Ghana here, the local people are not complaining. Are we complaining? It's the tourists who are complaining that the cost of tourism in Ghana is expensive.
So are you trying to say we should curb this situation for only the tourists and not focus on the citizens?
No, I haven't said so. I haven't said so. What I'm saying is that the local people, as at now, we are not complaining about the presence of tourists in the country.
Now let's move to Spain. What can the government over there also do to curb this situation for the citizens?
No, see,
since they are also complaining about high rate of rent.
Just as Nana has indicated. You see, the point is they are talking about accommodation. They are talking about even the quality of food. They are talking about access to other social amenities. Is that not it? So if these are your problems, what should government do? Just expand them. Just expand. Nana has said that government should build more hotels, infrastructure belonging to the state, so that either the local people will use them or it will be specifically dedicated to tourists. Do you understand? So if there are more rooms, if there are availability of accommodation for the local people, will they protest? They won't protest. So this is quite easy. And if you look through some of the narrative, you see that some of the governments have started this route. That, okay, it's about accommodation being turned to Airbnb. Now let's define rules. From henceforth, local accommodation cannot be turned into Airbnb. You get it? Because government is going to build more hotel facilities to accommodate travelers. These are some of the things that they are doing.
Do you think they will abide to that?
They will.
This is my house. You are telling me not to use it for an Airbnb.
No, you see, when we pass laws to remedy situations.
Let's talk law. Let's speak law here. Yeah.
We pass laws to solve problems. Yeah. So if we identify that, no, conversion of rooms from domestic homes to Airbnb or to other private is a problem, the state can pass a law to curb it. Do you understand? Yes, it's not all the laws in any country that are favorable to the people. You get it? But once it becomes the law to solve a certain situation, everybody will comply it. Do you understand? Sometimes if I were a government, I would say this is a temporary measure. In the meantime, until we are able to provide alternative infrastructure to accommodate our travelers, this is what we are going to do. Then the government will focus on providing alternative accommodation. So I believe that they don't have a problem. Okay,
no, let's look at this. What if the people who are traveling for the tourist attraction and all those, what if they do not want the hotel the government has built, but then they would rather want Airbnb? What would you say about that?
No, you see, I'm saying that what is Airbnb? It's an accommodation facility providing special services.
Yeah, but then others may not prefer what the governments have built.
Oh, I don't think that should be an issue. If you want Airbnb, the state has provided have made available Airbnbs. What is your problem? You see, so it is not about the ownership of the accommodation. Yeah. It is about what tourists desire. In fact, tourists, they will be better off when the facility that they are using belong to the states or belongs to the government. They are assured that state regulations will cover them. They are assured. So I believe that what the Europeans, the Southern Europeans with respect to Spain and Italy and all those countries must do now is to provide alternative services, you understand, to the travelers and release the citizenry of from stress. Do you understand? Because they are protesting not because they know that tourists come in, they bring a lot of money, they boost local economy. Do you understand? Because if you are a hotel owner or a restaurant owner or any other service that will be assessed by the tourists, I mean, when they come in, you get a lot of money. Do you understand?
If that happens, the government won't push the private sectors away.
No, you see, if the private sector can augment, because most of these hotels are owned by private sector, now the tourists are more than what you are able to provide. Yes, if the government can support the private sector to increase their facilities, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have any problem with that. But the government is not providing because the government wants to provide. Government is providing or must provide because now it has become a problem. Okay? Your people feel that their local economy has been taken over by this thing. So provide alternative. However you do it, I don't think it's a problem. You can support the private sector. Government can initiate on its own to build such facilities to support, or even after building, you can even hand it over to the private sector to manage it or to even acquire it in the long term at the end of the day. So I believe that we have to, comparing what is happening in Europe together with our tourism development in Ghana, we have to remain focused. Government must ensure that this high level of attention is given to tourism development. In fact, tourism can create a lot of employment.
Of course.
You know, tourism can create a lot of employment. I would imagine how many staff that Movenpick Ambassador Hotel will have as even cleaners alone. You can imagine. Let alone chefs, whatever, executive officers, and a lot. So if you have these facilities across the country, you have some in Kumasi, you have some in Sunyani, you have some in Tamale, you can imagine the employment that it will create.
Thank you, Esquire. Nana, you've been quiet for long.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think there will be other advantages of limiting tourists in such areas, tourism in such areas?
No, I don't think limiting
tourism
or travelers will even solve the problem. Because every traveler counts. Whether the person is going to spend $1 or $2, it counts in our local economy. So it's important to acknowledge that everybody who is coming to our destination need to be welcome. And especially like ours, Ghana, we need more travelers to come in. Because I believe that if you are able to promote our destination very well to the consumer travelers, they will patronize our destination. And at the end of the day, our economy will change overnight. So I believe that tourists coming to destination is not a problem, but rather we need to manage it and make sure you are doing the right thing. Like Council said, if you take the government to do the right thing by building houses, as I earlier said, it's left to the government to do that. Because in doing that, you are trying to have the space for more people to have a place to stay. So it's important for us to acknowledge that when tourism receipt increases, it also increases in the economy through revenue generation. So all these things are part of the generation streams of the government of the day to acknowledge that if I'm able to put my house into order, I'm able to achieve A, B, C, D to develop my country. If government is going to IMF for a loan of $3 billion, and that $3 billion will not be given at a bulk, but spread a period of 3 years. And if tourism process can even give you $3 billion, which one do you think is best? You are going for a loan, and at the end of the period, you pay for it, irrepayable. And this one, if you are able to do your house very well, put your house in order, you may even get it. So I believe that tourism is the game changer. And then tourism is the order of the day. If you look at all these destinations around the world, they have something in common or something that can give them money. But they are resorting to this. Example is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has oil. And then based on oil, they are then going to tourism by promoting Saudi Arabia, the unique tourism site of Saudi Arabia. Apart from the Mecca, they're also trying to promote Saudi Arabia to international travelers, for them to visit Saudi Arabia. As besides the pilgrimage of our Muslim brothers, they are also doing something unique. Besides that, to visit Mecca, not in the period of pilgrimage time, they are trying to do something for travelers, those who are not Muslims. Even they are welcoming Christians to come to Saudi Arabia for visits. It tells you they mean business. Going to United Arab Emirates, Dubai, if you go there, they have oil. But they are now in the speed of promoting Dubai to the rest of the world. Dubai was the first country to build a 7-star hotel. Why? They believe that celebrities around the world will come and stay there. And during their first year, a night of that hotel was more than $25,000 per night. Just a night, not just a month. A night. It tells you that they are serious. And if you visit this facility, if you go to Burj Khalifa, if you go to that places, you can even see that these people are really in business. They understand tourism. So they really believe in that. And they are putting a lot of investment into it. So if you put investment in this project, then that's why you are going to have a good returns. If you are not investing into a project, how can you receive a return? Return on your investment. There's no way you are going to receive a return on your investment unless you put much effort into your own investment.
Now, with regards to what Council said, that the government should put up more infrastructure just so the cost of rent will be minimized. Don't you think it's going to push the private sector away?
No.
How?
It's not going to put private sector away because now you have public and private sector partnership here in Ghana. PPP is there. And then government also introduced a program. If you have anything to do with developing this country, you are welcome. Previous administration brought up a lot of interventions, flashy programs. Now, President Mahama has its own programs that he has outlaid to Ghanaians. Once you have investment in place, once you have a project in place, just bring proposal to government. Government is ready to assist. The government of the day is ready to assist. So here in Ghana, the private sector is more welcome than thinking of it.
To Spain.
Yeah.
Do you think they have such policies?
Yeah, they have such policies. That's where they have loans which are flexible in payment than in Africa. Somebody can even take $1 million loan and pay 1% of it, depending on the project that the person is going to use the money for. But here, you can even pay 30% repayment of loan, interest. You can pay up to 30%. But there, it's a soft loan that they are giving to you, depending on the project that you are going to invest the money into it.
Of course.
They will give you the nerve for you to start. They will give you the platform for you to operate. They will give you the support, the necessary support for you to exceed. And then your expectations are government expectations. Not in Africa. Yeah. Africa, private sector expectation is the ballot to the government. Yeah. But in Europe, the private sector expectation is the social of the government of the day. So let us learn from these people, these guys, and do similar or better things in Africa, especially my own country, Ghana here. If you are able to go into this project, like I said, the president said, if you have something, you have to go into it. Just bring out the dream ideas that you have. I believe that President Mahama is ready to help. As well as I believe you Ghanaians, you are come to realize that if we are able to push ourselves through, you will succeed one day. So the time has come for us to push ourselves together to make sure that you understand the business. Because tourism is a serious business. It's not just Mamiko Samase. Now, let us put our budget in place, our facility in place, our proposals in place, and meet the government of the day. So that at the end of the day, you can have what you want. You can achieve what you desire as Ghanaians.
Of course. Thank you so much, Nana Council. Do you think the local communities should be involved in tourism decision making?
Yes. Because you see, if the tourists arrive in the country, their final destination will be at the local community. Yeah. Do you understand? And if the local community is not receptive, they are not welcoming, then tourism is an experience. Okay, the people will come and they will enjoy. They are not coming to buy products. They are coming to buy the experience. So if the people are receptive, they are welcoming, then they will enjoy the experience. Do you understand? So that is the more reason why the community, they themselves must understand the essence of promoting the tourism. Ghana is noted for how do you call it? It's a reception, you know, hospitality. That is the
Very
word.
welcoming.
You understand? Everybody. In fact, the hospitality of the Ghanaian people is becoming known across the globe. You understand? So the people at the local community, they must promote this hospitality. Do you understand? Because in fact, when you go to some of the destinations up north, the people, in fact, the community, they are even ready to give their rooms out, even though the rooms may not be any better rooms. Yeah. But when they see the foreigners, people from the Asia, Africa, and all those people, and they want to give their rooms. Do you understand? Yes. It will be difficult for an European to open his or her room for you to just go and look at what is in the room. But here in Ghana, if people get visitors, they are able to open their room for. So what I'm trying to say is that the local people are key. They are key stakeholders when it comes to developing.
So they should be involved in every
So they should be involved. What would they spoil? Yeah. What will happen if you involve them? In fact, you are not saying organize a community meeting and bring all the community together. There are community opinions.
A quick one. Do you think Ghana should also prepare for this sentiment, since we also want to promote tourism?
Which sentiments? What's
happening in Europe?
Okay, so you see, we can draw lessons from it.
Okay.
Do you understand? We can only draw lessons from it. That in Europe, when they reach the apex and they have tourism overruns, this was what happened. Okay, before the government intervened. So we are now developing. So we should have a future plan that someday we will also get to the apex. Do you understand?
Exactly.
If we get to the apex, what are the strategies? What are the alternative arrangements? And we develop the alternative arrangement so that we avoid such scenes. You understand? So I think that that is why if somebody is leading and you are following, the follower has a good opportunity to avoid certain mistakes. Exactly. Do you understand? Because there are blueprints, there are lessons to learn from the leader and all those things. So this should guide us as a country and know that certainly once we focus our attention on tourism development and we invest the right resources and everything, you attract more people. Okay, it will get a time when more people, the travelers will exceed the local people. Yeah. So when that happens, what should we do as a country? We should start working towards that from today.
We should start working towards that. Just a quick one. Nana, please, let's go for a quick turn. When we are back, you bring it on, okay? I know you are enjoying the conversation, and then it is getting heated in here, but then stay with us. We'll go for a quick turn. When we are back, we have more for you. Yeah. You're welcome back from that quick breather. If you just tuned in, of course, this is Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. Nana Baswa Boache. Where they buy a dim. You know, Ghanaians, in fact, Ghana as a whole, we are known for our rich culture and all that. What do you think are some of the significant roles tourism and then culture play?
Thank you very much. If you look at the two scenario words, it gives you one thing.
Festival specifically.
Yeah, festival. All narrows down to identity of the people, their past, their present, and where they are going. So it gives you this picture. And then, like you said, for instance, Homo Festival.
Yeah.
Celebrated by
the Gans.
The Gans. Why are they celebrating Homo? Because the word Homo means hunger in Ga traditional language. And then Wo, like Ja, hoot.
Oh, so hoot, to hoot at hunger.
Hoot at hunger. So Homo means hoot at hunger. And that's why a time came, there was a serious drought in the country. And once it was not raining, and then they prayed to God, and the rain returned on a certain period. they believe that they have conquered hunger because they need to grow their maize to prepare palm nut soup for this meal. But they were not able to grow their maize, so hunger came in. So at a certain period of time, they were able to make it. And that's why Homo came in. So when they are hooting at hunger, that's why they try to sprinkle out this food popularly in neighborhood. And popularly is being prepared by maize of palm nut soup.
Okay.
So when they do this, they sprinkle it out to people to see that they have overcome hunger. And that is why it's important for them to acknowledge. And it's being celebrated by people of La, Teshi, Nongwa, Osu, Tema, and many others of the Gan tribes.
Why not the whole of Ghana?
These are, I said, among others. So those who are true Gans, they believe in this. So it came to a point that their forefathers went through this situation. So during that period, they remember what has happened to them before, that the past. That's their past. And then the present, they remember where they are today. And then future, it connects people of the Gan people, to connect them, to become as one, unite them. So when I see this period of time people are fighting, I ask myself, do they really understand what they are doing? Or they don't really understand the festival they are celebrating? If you understand the celebration of Homo, it's not about fight. It's not about hooting at each other. You are from this and you are from that. No. It brings people of unity, one purpose, to remember the past. So that when you remember the past, there's a saying that if you know your history, that's where you can stand there as a pivot for you to strive for future. So if you don't know your history, that it means you don't know where you are going. Because history is there as a guide, to guide you, to know where your ancestors came from, where they came from, and what was their mission. Now, Homo need to unite people for them to remember their past. Homo need to bring development to the people of Ghana so that they will remember that their forefathers were even overpower hunger. And that's why people was sprinkling in the neighborhood for people to witness. All these things pass down to generation. It's a heritage. In the culture form, it's a heritage. And it's passing down to generation for them to remember. So these are snapshots people would like to see. That travelers will come from all over the world to come and witness Homo. So if you are able to package it well, okay, it means it becomes one of the festivals. Already it's part of the Ghanaian festivals.
Oh, yes.
I celebrated every year. And then during that period, there are a lot of regulations and procedure rituals they pass through before celebrating these festivals. So let us acknowledge that once you have these festivals, what can you do as a Ghanaians, as a tourism practitioners, to bring this festival event on our calendar, to sell it to our customers or the traveling public?
Does it play any role in community building?
Yes, of course.
How?
When it brings people together, when they come together, they develop their community. When they come together, they network among themselves. They know their true identity. So like if, for instance, a counselor is a Ga, and I'm also a Ga, and I need a counsel advice, when you meet at these ceremonies, you can fine-tune ourselves with one common cause because we come from one family. So all the time, it needs to bring about networking, collaboration, and partnership. I call it CMP. If you try to infuse this into our daily lives, and that is why it's important to acknowledge one person is here, another person is here, for us to build our community. The Ga people need to ensure that their community are well developed through celebration of these festivals.
Now let's bring it down to tourism.
Yeah.
How is it selling the Ghanaian culture to foreigners?
Yeah. People may even ask you as a Ghanaian, maybe I'm not a Ga, but I'm Ashanti. But because of my job, you need to learn all these things. People may even ask you, what is the meaning of Homo? I want to know more about Homo. Basically, it's based on the product, the way you brand the product,
Okay.
or the way you are going to give that person service. That convinces the person to come. So to me, mouth of word in tourism, it says a lot. When you meet people at international exhibitions and you try to sell these products to them, they buy it more than reading from internet stuff. Because internet stuff, like somebody has even just put there the information. But when it gets on a word of mouth, it's authentic. It's coming from the right person's source. So they believe in that. So all the time, to me, when I have time, when I have the energy, and by God's grace, I have the resource to pay, I travel around the world to go and sell my company through these products that you have as a country. So Homo is one of my snapshot programs I normally sell to people elsewhere in abroad. And also to those who are eager to know more about Homo, because it's important to Ghanaians as well as the Ghan people. So I'm using myself as an example. I believe that my colleagues are also doing the same, that they sell Homo to the larger populace for them to get to know Homo as it is. If you compare, like I was there being celebrated in Ashanti region, Akude, Kwaside, and stuff like that. When it comes to Akweside, all people come from the Ashanti. They want to go and have a glimpse of the king, to have a patronage of the event, to greet the king. So if you are privileged to greet your king, it's also become a plus. People take pictures, posted in their social media that I was able to greet Otufo Osetutu the second. All these types sell those who believe in that. Because to me, I also say something that it's like when it comes to cultural tourism, it's one of the competitive advantage for Ghanaians that you need to develop. In Ghana, you don't have cultural village. One of the biggest thing that you can have, biggest asset that you can have is a cultural village. But you don't have a cultural village. In my hometown, Kwama, in Ashanti region, you have a place called Samati. It was a slave trade camp during the time of the slave trade era. People who were migrating from the north, when they get to Ashanti region, Kwama was the first point that they stay before moving to Kumasi, to the Kumasi Fort to Cape Coast. So from Salaga slave trade market, then to Kwama. So they call the place Samati, meaning that Samati, ghost. Samati means it's a place of ghost. You notice something? People were dying during the period. So the place became like a fortress. Yeah. Like a fortress. And when it became a fortress, overnight, you can hear voices and sound. People were crying as if people are there. But if you try to go there, you will never find anything on the land. Because people were dying plenty in their numbers. Very huge sums of people were dying over there. So they call the place Samati. So for instance, I myself, I'm trying to develop that place. I've consulted the traditional rulers that once we are able to have a king, you install our king, I'll pay them a visit for us to have a common conversation so that you can come with a project. Because if you are able to build a cultural village over there where you can have a life practice of Akweside. Akweside is being practiced in a calendar of 40 weeks on Ashanti calendar. Every 40 weeks they have Akweside. But you are going to do a tourism cultural village where every time visitors come there, they can see real time Akweside being performed by people living there. Yeah. So if you go to South Africa, Lhasa, they have all these things there. If you go to Europe, they have places that they can perform something to you for you to see on a rare cases. So now, let us have a tourism village where rare situation can also perform there. Especially our festivals, you can perform when the time is not due. Or somebody want to witness Akweside, and you are telling a traveler that wait for a certain period of time before flying to Ghana. No, if the person is here and you want to witness Akweside, people must be on the cultural village to perform Akweside.
Okay, so now that can be done same for
right? Across board, all the other festivals. You need to have cultural village across the country. Some of the festival cultural village must be in Accra, Eastern region, Ohum Festival, Central region, Abotre Festival, and the Ashanti region, Akweside Festival.
So as a country, we need
and then it doesn't take much to build a cultural village. Do you know the funny aspect of it? Do you know something?
No.
You are not using normal roof sheet to build a cultural village.
What are we using?
We are using the leaves to build a cultural village. We are using the leaves to build a cultural village as a rooftop. They have a peculiar leaves that they use to build a cultural village.
Great.
And then you do know something. We are not also going to use bricks or blocks. We are going to use our own sand.
I think that's a great suggestion
that we are not going to buy.
Yeah. We'll take it into consideration.
Yes, of
We'll come
course.
back to that. Cancel. Nana said earlier about branding. Do you think Homowo especially is well marketed that Ghanaians abroad would want to travel and then come and witness?
Oh, I think Homowo has a name. I mean, in a setting, in the Ghanaian setting, I'm sure everybody knows about Homowo. Even those who stay far from Accra, they are aware of Homowo. But as to whether it has been properly marketed to the Ghanaian people or even to people abroad, that one is a problem. Because you see, like Nana, I listened to Nana carefully. It's interesting to note that even within our local setting, we may not understand what the meaning of Homowo is. Do you understand? In Ghana here, in Ghana, we do not understand that Homowo means you are hooting at hunger. So this is a significant matter. If there is a system that our forebearers have put in place to remember the past, where there was drought and everything, and it has become our annual ritual, I think it's something, but we don't know.
I am not cutting you short. These things are being learnt in schools, basic schools, primary JHS.
Yes, but I think the details, you understand, the
so
details.
What is being taught in schools
It's scanty. It's scanty. I mean, what we learn in school, we may have all learned in school. Even after school, what happens? So there must be continuous education. You see, that's why I'm saying tourism development is holistic.
Yeah.
And people in charge of tourism development, GTA, tourism development, what have you, they must have a concrete plan. You know, a holistic concrete plan towards developing the tourism. One of them is education and training about our various cultures. Do you understand? If you ask somebody about Abuache, what is Abuache? Maybe you have heard the name Abuache. It sings with us. But what is it? What is Obechocho? All these things we don't know. Do you understand? And so, or the knowledge on it is low. Do you understand?
So you are trying to say, regardless of it being walked through in primary schools and all that, it is still not enough.
It is not enough. In fact, even people living in Accra cannot explain what Homowo is.
But at least they have a fair idea of it.
That is what I'm saying. That is what will attract somebody to say, I'm going to Accra. You see, note that it is not targeting only foreign travelers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We are also targeting our own people. Somebody living in Kumasi and say, hey, last year I watched Homowo on TV and it was a blast. Next year I have to be there. But what is it? They don't know. Do you understand? People in Sunyani, people in Upper West, people in Northern Savannah and what have you, do they know? Even in our own country. Even the foreigners may know, because you see, the foreign travelers, they read more than we do.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I have ever taken some white people from Netherlands to the north. Do you understand? Where I was working, we were having visitors from Netherlands.
Yeah.
So when they come, we take them to the up north, take them to very interesting sites and what have you. Do you understand? At one point, when the tour guide gave the history of the tourism, the destination.
Wow.
Gave it, and when I realized that it was distorted as a point.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You know, when we came back to our car, the wife said, no, but the man said this, and that is not true. The foreigner, the white person who has come.
It's now teaching you your culture.
Yes, and you told me that this portion, that I don't think that is not what we read. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They have time to read about whatever they want to go and do. Do you understand? But we don't. That is why I see this TV station as one of the most important TV stations that we can have.
Of course, CHT.
Because you should take steps, to promote all these festivals that we have and give proper education to the Ghanaian people so that we can increase domestic, because we are not only attracting foreign travelers, we need to also promote domestic tourism, so that people, some schools in my village, Yamfo, they will say, okay, this year we will visit Accra. Yeah. Do you understand? When the Gans are celebrating Homo, I will send my student there to go and see what Homo is. Do you get it? So I believe that the promoting or the marketing of it, even locally, is not enough. Even
how do
locally,
we make it enough?
We should make it enough. You know, there are Ghana Tourism Authority is there.
Yeah.
Is it not it?
GTA.
Ghana Tourism Development Company is there. Is it not it? Mm-hmm. Ministry of Tourism is there. Is it not it?
It is.
And there are other ancillary implementing agencies.
Of course.
And this one, I also include tour operators associations of Ghana, whether hoteliers and whatever. All these people, they have to come together, because you see, when I bring children from Yamfo to Accra, and they will have to sleep, they will sleep in a hotel.
Of course.
So the benefit will come to the hotel, and they may eat in the hotel. So the hoteliers cannot say, okay, we are idling, we just see. They are part of it. So if tourism is promoted, it is your advantage. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is that let us make a conscious effort to promote or market the tourism. Yeah. Both home and abroad. In fact, it is one of the key strategies that the Europeans have done. Look at what the football from EPL, look at what is happening in Spanish La Liga, German Bundesliga, and what have you. All these things are tourism. It is a means to attract people to their countries. Yeah. Do you understand? Even though through football and sports. Do you understand? So this is what we should be doing. Like Nana said, our cultural heritage is our superior edge. Yeah. Because it is difficult to go to Europe or America and have a group of people to say, this is our culture, today is our culture day, and see some of the things that we do in Ghana. It's not common, even if it exists. Do you get it? So we are creating a different kind of tourism that everybody would want to see. Like Omo, when they see it, they see the way the people are dressed.
Are there some unique aspects of Omo?
Yes, meaning for me, it is the dressing.
Only the dressing.
You understand? The traditional dressing. I mean, the white that they wear, and the way the women would dress using only half cloth and all those things. With the leaves. This makes it quite unique. In fact, in Ghana here, you may have similar, but you see that the Homo in Greater Accra is different. It's different from the others. And that is how we promote cultural identity. Do you understand? So they watch TV and see, hey, what are these people doing? They will begin to research. They will begin to read about it. So that is to our advantage. Do you understand? So I believe that we have a lot of work to do. The stakeholders in tourism development, they have a lot of work to do, including the tour operators, which I charge Nana to Nana, take it up.
Nana, take it up for us.
Thank you.
So Nana, apart from the dressing, are there unique aspects of Homo?
Yeah, the unique aspect of it is the food.
The food.
The food. The food are very unique and very tasty. And then if you have witnessed these festivals, it tells you one thing. Every festival that you may even be part of it, there are unique food the vendors bring on board. Yeah. They try to sell local food. You have the flair of local cuisine. And you have this taste. Let's say a young boy told me so once time, he said, the soup is very spicy, but it's very hot. My friend's son told me one time that the soup is very spicy, but it's very hot. And then I was admired that this little young boy, who's about 7 years old, told me this. And so it tells you that you have something that you need to protect. And especially foreigners, when they come to Ghana, they are easily to adapt into our food expedition. And they can even taste jollof rice overnight without having a stomach upset. They can even taste fufu of palm nut or groundnut soup without having any stomach upset. All these things are unique in our setup. It tells you one thing, that God created us in its own image, in a unique style. People need to get to understand that when you get to destinations, especially to celebrate festivals, try to have a feel of the local food. Because I'm a food adventurer. All the time, I try to taste as many as I can because I travel around the world and then on the countryside as well. So I'm not a person who differentiates, I want this, I don't want that. But especially the ones against my faith that I don't go for it. But once I'm able to eat it, then that one day I'll go for it. So I'm such a person that all the time I want to have the flair of adapting myself to the community. Because you know why? If you are able to adapt into the community, that's where you can even have conversations with them. When you have the conversation, where that you bring them on board. Because as some of the tourism sites are being owned by the community people, the community leaders. Now in recent times, GTA just sent a proposal to the government that they have been trying to pass LI, that now all facilities around the country is being owned by the community and then the government. So some of the communities are like 50-50 in sharing. GTA have portion of it and then the community also have portion. And then then another thing that you need to look at it again. Look at it holistically, like lawyer said.
Yes.
Why are we celebrating this festival? Why? Because it remembers one thing, our past.
Our past.
The past present the future. So if you don't know the past, there's no future.
There's no future.
The past is there as a yardstick to measuring our development, as a yardstick to measuring people's identity, as a yardstick to measuring people where they want to go and where they are coming from. All these things need to be acknowledged in our presence in all these festivals. Yes. So based on the cultural setup, when we come to our cultural setup, like I said, it's very unique. Let us promote it very strongly because it is something unique to you and you are able to promote it. It's become part of you. Yeah. When it becomes part of you, it becomes daily life. Something daily life, that's where you cherish it. So when you cherish it, that's where you can also sell it to people. If you don't believe in a product, how can you sell it?
Exactly.
You need to feel it, taste it, and touch it before you can also sell to people.
Yeah, so selling it to people has brought us to this. How can tourists, both foreigners and then people in our community who are not Gans, how can they respectfully participate in this Homo Festival?
Yeah, Homo is being celebrated by the Gans, but once we are staying in Accra, we need to take time to walk ourselves through these festivals, to know the nitty-gritties or detail of this celebration. Because apart from the main Homo celebration, I believe that they have a lineup programs. They try to bring it on board so that it also entertain people and then release down our stress.
We are more focused on the Chalote Festival.
Yeah.
Which is part of the Homo Festival.
Yeah, it's part of the Homo. But another programs have been lined up so that it gives a spice up the occasion. So all these programs aligned against the Homo need to be acknowledged once we are celebrating Homo, because it's a full program that organizers bring on board, especially the traditional rulers. When you get to them, they will tell you the detailed program that they have. And besides that, they have organizing committee. And then all the Homo will be celebrated in their various localities. But the end point is Gamashi. They will come to Gamashi as the end point of Homo. So if you have been celebrated Homo in Teshi, in Nungwa, in Osu, in Tema, the final driving point is Gamashi. So when you come to Gamashi, I expect that the place need to also be up to standard, so that you need to decorate the place for us to feel that you are having such an important festival. So if you are able to do that as Ghanaians, not even the Gans, if you are able to do that as Ghanaians, protect our heritage over there, it also make our identity very strong. Look at the Washer Fort over there. I don't know if they have sold to somebody. Some few days ago, I just passed the area and people were just, doing their own thing over there. I believe time has come. All these things need to be protected because that fort was the fort that housed our politicians. Our first president was sentenced to prison and he was housing at that James Fort. It's a unique place that we need to protect it. And then politicians like J. Kufuor, Darocha, and Bidebe, Gedema, and the rest were all sent to jail over there. So it's a place that you need to come up as a Ghanaians to protect the heritage that you have. Because people would like to know. One thing baffles my mind. We were having a mosque at Rollins Park during the days. That mosque, Muhammad Ali went there to pray. It could have been a nice place for people who believe in Ali to visit the site. When you go to Europe and America or Asia, all these facilities are being protected and laws are there to protect them. It's something that you cannot sell to private individuals to take it over.
So you are trying to say if we focus more on these petty things people do, we can get many tourist sites in
Yes,
Ghana.
of course. People have interest. Do you know something? Before a traveler will research about the destination to go there, first of all, he read about the destination.
Yeah.
What are the 10 hotspots of that destination?
Yeah.
Before putting all this into a bucket to make sure this is my bucket full of my points.
Yeah.
First of all, what is the destination I want to go? What are the unique attributes of that destination?
Yeah.
And what serves my interest? So a traveler is coming there. He's not just coming there to Ghana for coming sake, but you want to achieve something. You are saying that Ghana is the first country to attain independence from the British in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, I am a British and I want to go to Ghana to see that the country that attained independence from us. He first of all researched about Ghana.
Yes.
And then the hotspots about Ghana. Let me give you a critical example. Our Independence Square is a gateway to Africa. I read a book from Nkrumah, one of the Nkrumah's books, The Challenges of Our Time. And that book, I read from that book. If you read some of the Nkrumah books, that monument over there, Independence Square, is being written 1957 on top of it.
Yes.
And the symbolic soul of the people of Ghana. And then, not that. When you are passing through, there's a narrow gate. And Nkrumah call it the gateway to Africa. Gateway to Africa. To Africa, independence is meaningless unless a link up to total liberation of Africa continent. Because Ghana independence is meaningless unless a link up to total liberation of Africa continent. So that gateway to Africa is a gateway for liberation, liberating people from struggle. And that's what the meaning of that Independence Square. So it's a place that we as Ghanaians need to cherish, to have this as a gateway to Africa. Because that's the viewpoint, and Nkrumah use it to spring on board for other African countries to have independence. So now, if you have a monument like this, it's part of us now. Now it has become part of us. Let us brand it, promote it to the rest of Africans for them to know where it all began. It's important to acknowledge that. Because Nkrumah was there with other African leaders, making sure our...
I think we need a whole episode for this Nkrumah issue.
You need it.
We'll come to that.
Because of branding of tourism, that's why we're keeping all these things.
Of course.
And then there's an arc over there. All this has meaning.
Nana, I will personally get you an episode
No problem.
where we talk about all
No
this.
problem. But in cultural and branding and that kind of stuff, all this come into it. Because you have competitive advantage. So looking at the culture and looking at what you have and mix it together to have an itinerary that will interest the public for them to visit Ghana.
Thank you.
That's much important. That's what I want to say.
Thank you so much. But then I'll get you an episode so we talk about all this.
No problem.
So keep it for me.
Let me quickly.
To the Nkrumah issue.
No. On the homo.
Okay.
So you see, preceding the homo is what we call a ban on noise. How do you call it? Ban on noise making. Do you understand? In fact, to me, culturally, it gives the homo itself an identity.
Okay.
Do you understand? That before the celebration or the commencement of the celebration, there should be total silence within the cultural space.
Yes.
Do you understand? Even though I believe some other religious group, Christians and others, feel that it affects their operations.
Yeah.
But I believe that in the interest of developing and promoting tourism, specifically as we are discussing the Homo Festival, I think we can preserve that. Do you understand? We can preserve that one-man band on drumming and noise making,
yes,
to make the Homo so sacred Do you understand? But what we have to do, I think I'm suggesting that once again the Ghana Tourism Authority and all the stakeholders must begin to engage the religious groups that are affected by the banning and noise making.
But then regardless of it affecting them, they still abide to it.
Yes, that is why I'm saying that. You see, the acceptance.
Okay.
This is a tourism program. The purpose is to promote tourism, not only for the people of Ghana, okay, tourism for the country, to generate income, to promote employment, and to even promote the local economy.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Which all the religious groups will benefit. It's not only the Ghanaians or the actors within the Homo fraternity that will benefit. So the people who comply, sometimes there are some people, they comply by rules, by force. Some will say,
well, it's true.
But there could be other things that they can do to make the Homo more attractive than sitting somewhere. So
it makes sense.
There should be broader engagement. Do you understand? And bring all these people together, because before we became Christians, we belonged to tradition.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We all came from families, and the family had its own tradition and what have you.
Yeah.
So if we engage continuously these stakeholders, I think it will enhance the Homo experience, which Nana has told us.
Let me quickly chip this in. You know, there are pros and cons to everything.
Yes.
Are there challenges regarding this Homo festival?
Personally, would I say there are challenges? If there are challenges, it may be about maybe the organization. Okay. Do you understand? When the team is put together, or the organizers, what are the things that they face? One of them is what I just talked about, compliance. Okay, with respect to the ban on noise and drumming and noise making. Do you understand? You see that the Ghana people will be moving around churches to shut down churches, to attack churches and take away their instrument. For me, it doesn't augur well for the Homo itself. It affects the experience. Do you understand? So that is the one reason why I said.
What do you think is the solution to what you just
So the solution is that when the people, they themselves accept that this program is good for all of us, do you understand? They will do the right thing. That is why I'm saying that there should be dialogue. The dialogue should be enhanced, okay, to get the buy-in of all the relevant stakeholders, so that you have one season, all the Christians, we are happy, there's no trouble, there's no negative reportage as to how the Ghana people have attacked a certain church and what have you. It will promote the experience. Like Nana said, if the people are reading about the tourism, they will also look at the negative thing, the hot spots, the things that affect the program, and they see, oh, when you get to Accra during this, the people, they can go to church and attack them. You see what?
And then, do you know the stereotype around these Ghana people? They are known to be rowdy. We all know for the Ghans, they are hey.
So even if they are not angry,
yes.
Even if they are not angry, it looks as if they are angry. So it affects them. So
are you sure it's because of the language? I mean, some of us speak, but then we are gentle.
So I think that. So that is the first challenge.
Yeah.
The second challenge may be financial. Maybe.
Okay.
It may happen that if they have enough resources, financial resources, they could expand, or they could even show a more fruitful celebration than what we have been seeing.
So how can we solve this financial challenge?
See, it comes back to this one. If I say government, not the NDC government,
okay.
I'm talking about the government of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand? Acting through some state institutions like GTA, GTDC, and all of those. Do you understand?
Ministry of Culture, all tourism, all come together.
Yes,
yeah.
I think.
You also side with him.
Yes, I think there should be a budget, tailored to promote not only Homo but tourism, so that if Akweside is being celebrated, there's a bit of support that Ghana Tourism Authority can provide to enhance the celebration. Do you understand? Because the more you see improvement in the celebration, the more it becomes attractive. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And so the financial support is key to the people of Ghana so that they can do better. And I'm also thinking that there should be a relationship between all the celebrations.
Yeah.
You said that Teshi people will celebrate their
Yes.
Homo, Osu people will celebrate their Homo, La.
Yeah.
See, because what are they doing? They are all targeting one thing. They are all voting at hunger.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And they are all promoting their identity. Do you get it? So there should be a relationship between what is happening at Beshi, what is happening at Osu, what is happening at Teshi, so that we have a very interesting and standard Homo festival. At the end of the day,
Relationship as in they coming together
you can, yes, they
to
can
make
they,
the festival just
no,
one.
no, not
or
really.
what?
But you see, you can have the committee of committees because each group has its own committee. But together, we can bring one just representation from each committee and they will form the committee for all so that they can monitor what this one is doing, synchronize this with this one so that they promote the experience. At the end of the day, we can do the homework to the satisfaction of everybody. So I believe that this may be the few challenges that I think may affect the homework. But if they are
Do you want to add up to the challenges?
Yeah, the challenges are enormous because it seems that all the time you can see fracas between family members against their rulers, especially today this Gakin, tomorrow this Gakin. It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help at all. So I believe that they need to sit up as a people for us to get a common roadmap to our unity, because unity is important. If you don't have unity, there's nowhere we can grow. The house that is not in order cannot flourish. So let's put our house in order as people, so that at the end of the day, you can have a free flow of celebration. There will not be heads here and there. If there's one king for the guns, let it be. Not that you are installing one king at the end, another group fashion of another set of people also install another end. No. It doesn't help.
For some time now, but then we haven't really inculcated the youth.
Yeah.
Are they really involved in this one more celebration? Do
Yeah.
they know the essence of it?
Yeah. As for the guns, the youth are always involved, but just a few not of them are doing miscanthropy things over the time. For instance, on our road here, a few times ago, I've witnessed some of the youth taking the laws of their hands and parading violence. That one is not good. Yes, that's where it's important for us to, give orientation to people, especially the Ghana youth, for them to understand that this celebration is not meant for violence, but rather to bring people into unity, bring people together for common cause. That's what's important, because other than that, it will also sell the bad image.
Yes.
But Ghanaians, not just the guns. Because if the news gets out there, and you can see the speed of news like the speed of a sound, just a matter of second, it has reached its destination.
Yeah.
So now, social media is everywhere. Now all communication channels are in their numbers, in the system. So let us not forget that we are not out of reach. We Ghanaians, we are within the parameters of the global village. So if you are doing anything, you should make sure that it is within our identity as Ghanaians. People know us to be that we are people of something. The something is that Ghanaian people are unique in hospitality. They are not violent. When you go to Europe, you see black person, they say, "Are you from Ghana?" All the blacks, are they from Ghana? No. They know Ghanaians are to be good people, good behavior. So if you go to America, they will ask you, "Are you a Ghanaian?"
Because of what we are doing.
Because of what you are known for. So we shouldn't take it for granted and allow people, scrupulous people, overnight to spoil our image in the name of celebration of homo. No, it's far from that. We need to get on board and make sure you sensitize them, give them orientation that this is a national program.
Well said, Nana. I would like to take your last remark for the show.
So
Please make it snappy.
Yes, I think I have to commend your management once again for this.
Especially my boss.
Yes, for this wonderful innovation.
Yeah.
And towards redefining tourism in Ghana.
Yeah.
So I believe that this is a good idea that we must all support.
Yeah.
And I believe that industry players will come on board because tourism is essential to the growth of this country. And so, once again, let me say thank you to you, and I commend you for what you have done. I believe that tourism is part of our everyday life.
Of course.
So we are praying and hoping that the relevant stakeholders would also see what you are doing here and come on board so that we can promote tourism for Ghanaians and for the people residing outside this country.
Thank
That
you.
note,
Thank you
I
so
say
much,
thank you
Council.
to yeah.
Thank you, Nana.
Yeah.
Please, your last remark.
My last remark is that you need to take tourism as a serious business. Thank you very much.
Okay, wonderful people. This is where we draw the curtains for Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. I am Erica Mintao. Do stay tuned in for more episodes.